Welcome to the Man in a Room channel, where we plunge headfirst into the abyssal shadows of the unknown. I am your steadfast guide through the eerie, the unexplained, and the utterly terrifying. The secrets within these pages will challenge everything you believe. Stay with me. Tonight, we unearth the bone-chilling saga of the Basement Laugh, a tale of terror that will freeze your blood and haunt you every waking moment. Pull up a chair, extinguish those lights, and brace yourself. Extinguish those lights. Brace yourself. Let's descend into the darkness. It all began in the deceptively serene suburb of Eldridge, Ohio, in the fateful year of 1987. The unsuspecting Thompson family, practical Mark, his devoted wife Sarah, and their innocent children, wide-eyed Emily at just 8 years old and curious Jack at 10,
eagerly unpacked into a grand Victorian house on shadowy Maple Street.
Erected in 1892, this architectural relic harbored a sinister legacy, murmured in hushed tones by the locals, standing in the deceptively serene suburb of Eldridge, Ohio, in the fateful year of 1987. Generations of owners had abandoned it in terror, driven mad by unholy disturbances emanating from the depths of its basement.
Their inaugural night was innocuous enough. They shrugged off the ominous creaks and groans as mere settling of aged timber.
But as the second week crept in, the true horror unveiled itself. Laughter. Not the warm, mirthful kind that binds families, no. This was a low, guttural, maniacal cackle, reverberating from the bowels of the earth like the deranged glee of a condemned soul. Mark, ever the rational engineer and staunch skeptic, ventured into the basement armed with logic. Clammy stone walls slick with moisture, a rusted antique furnace hulking in the corner, forgotten crates shrouded in cobwebs and dust. Yet, no earthly source could be found. The laughter persisted, mocking his disbelief. It was Sarah who first bore witness alone, in the witching hour of midnight, isolated in the dimly lit kitchen. A faint, insidious chuckle slithered upward through the creaking floorboards, icy fingers tracing her spine, raising every hair on her neck. Heart racing, she roused Mark from slumber, but the sound vanished like a phantom in the night. Merely the wind whistling through cracks, he dismissed, though doubt flickered in his eyes. The children sensed it next, their pure innocence shattered. Little Emily, once playful, now trembled at the mere thought of descending downstairs, whimpering,
"Funny man, he laughs at you, mommy, with eyes that never blink."
Jack, meanwhile, scribbled feverish drawings in his notebook, grotesque sketches of a nebulous shadow figure.
"It's here, the shadow. Jack, I don't see it. This way, hurry."
In his drawing, its mouth stretched into an impossibly wide, jagged-toothed grin that seemed to leer from the page. Then came the cataclysmic evening, amid a seemingly ordinary family dinner. Without warning, the laughter exploded, deafening, hysterical. A cacophony that vibrated through the very foundations, shaking the table violently. Glasses clattered and shattered, spilling crimson wine like blood. The family petrified, faces ashen, breaths held in collective terror. Mark, adrenaline surging, seized a flashlight with trembling hands and charged toward the basement door. The door stood ajar, as if inviting him into the abyss. The ancient hinges screamed in protest as he flung it wide. Step by creaking step, he descended into the frigid, musty void, the air thickening like a shroud, each breath labored. The laughter boomed louder, closer, enveloping him in its madness. At the nadir, nothingness greeted him, only echoing silence. But as he pivoted to flee, a spectral whisper slithered into his ear. "Join us, forever." His heart thundered like a war drum. He bolted upward, slamming the door with a thunderous crash that reverberated through the house. Desperation fueled their quest for answers. Digging into the Victorian house's sordid past, they uncovered the tragic tale of Harold "Laughing Harry" Voss, a once celebrated vaudeville comedian who resided there in 1923. Renowned for his frenzied, side-splitting routines that left audiences in stitches, Harry's world crumbled when his beloved wife perished under mysterious circumstances. Grief twisted into insanity. Rumors swirled that a man barricaded himself in the basement of that very Victorian house, his laughter devolving into endless, tormented peals until starvation claimed him. His corpse was discovered weeks later, contorted in a perpetual, ghastly rictus grin, as if death itself couldn't silence his mirth. The hauntings intensified, morphing from auditory assaults to tangible nightmares. Objects defied gravity. Chairs precariously stacked in impossible towers overnight. Ancient books flung open to passages detailing descents into lunacy. One moonless night, Sarah glimpsed it, an elongated silhouette framed in the basement doorway. Unnaturally tall and gaunt, with exaggerated clownish features distorted in shadow, watching her with unseen eyes. In utter panic, they summoned Dr. Elena Ruiz, a seasoned paranormal investigator with a reputation for confronting the inexplicable. She arrived laden with arcane tools, flickering EMF meters to detect ethereal energies, sensitive voice recorders to capture whispers from beyond, infrared cameras to pierce the veil. That fateful night, the laughter reached a feverish crescendo, rattling windows and souls alike. The recordings yielded horrors, a disembodied voice sneering, "Why so serious?" Dr. Ruiz diagnosed a residual haunting, Harry's fractured psyche trapped in an eternal loop of deranged amusement. Yet, during a tense seance under candlelight, the entity revealed its sentience. The planchette jerked violently across the Ouija board, spelling out in erratic bursts, "I'm still here. Laugh with me." Dawn brought fresh terror. Emily had vanished without a trace. A frenzied search ensued, every corner scoured, until muffled giggles drew them back to the basement. There she was, huddled in the gloom, rocking back and forth, her laughter uncontrollable, her once bright eyes now hollow voids. "He's funny, Daddy," she murmured between fits, her voice not entirely her own, so very, very funny. The family fled that cursed abode, never to return. The house met its demise in 1990, razed to rubble by bulldozers. But the nightmare endures, on fog-shrouded nights, when the wind howls like a banshee. Locals vow they hear it still, faint, echoing laughter rising from the barren lot, an eternal invitation to madness. Is this a true account, etched in the annals of the paranormal, or mere folklore? You be the judge. But heed this warning. If unexplained chuckles ever pierce your quietude, Somaniakog. Check your basement before it checks you back. If this tale has sent shivers racing down your spine, smash that like button and subscribe to Man in a Room for deeper dives into the paranormal abyss. Enable those notifications. You wouldn't want to miss the next spine-tingling revelation. Thank you for joining me. Stay ever curious and eternally safe.